going to do two more with you because I want to do one where we have a greatest common factor, and then I just want to do one more to practice. So I'll take kind of a harder one, and we'll look at number 12. So the very first thing always is there a GCF? No, because you have 5, 2, and 12, and there's not a GCF among them. So we're going to list our A, B, and C. A is 12, B is 5, and C is -2. Go to our factor cross. We need factors. Let me scoot that over a little bit. Go to our factor cross. We need factors that are going to be 12 times a -2, which is A times C, -24, that are going to add to be our B, which is +5. Once again, since we know that we're multiplying to get a negative number and adding to get a positive number, that we're going to have one of each. We're going to have a negative and a positive, and the larger number is going to be our positive because we want to add to have a positive number. So we have 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6, and then they start to repeat. Now I'm looking for two numbers that one of them can be a negative and the larger number is going to be positive. So if we look through our list, 24 minus 1 is 23, so that's not going to work. 12 minus 2, that'll be 10, that won't work. 8 minus 3 will be 5. So there's our factors. We're going to split the middle term into our two factors, +8, -3. So we have 12x squared plus 8x, draw my little line, minus 3x minus 2. So now we're looking for our greatest common factor in the first two terms. Well, we know it's going to be x because they both have an x. And then if we look at 12 and 8, well, 12 is even and 8's even, so 2 will go into both of them. But is that the greatest common factor? And that would be no. The greatest common factor would be 4, because 4 can go into 12 and 4 can go into 8. So if we factor out a 4x, we get 3x plus 2. And we know for our grouping to work, we need 3x plus 2 on the right side as well. So what can we multiply positive 3x by to get this negative 3x? Well, negative 3x is the opposite of positive 3x. To find the opposite of any number, you could multiply it by -1. The other way that you could do that, if you're more visual, is you have the negative 3x. We know that inside has to be 3x. So what is negative 3x divided by 3x? That equals -1. And that's going to tell you what you need to factor out. So now we have, I'm just trying to clean this up so that we can keep our stuff together. Now we have our common binomial factor, 3x plus 2. And then what we're multiplying it by on each side, 4x minus 1. And those are our factors. Can we check that? Absolutely. So if we go to our scratch paper and check, we've got 3x minus 2 times 4x minus 1 put it in our area model. 3x minus 2, 4x minus 1. 4x times 3x is 12x squared. 4x times a negative 2 is negative 8x. Negative 1 times a 3x is negative 3x. And negative 1 times a negative 2 is a positive 2. Just double checking to make sure that I wrote that down correctly. 3x, positive 2. 4x minus 1. Yes, so this is a positive 2. That's going to be a negative 2 there. So let me fix that. A positive 2 there and a positive 8 here because 4x times a positive 2. Sorry about that, guys. So now we can bring it out of our area model and we have 12x squared plus 8x minus 3x minus 2. Combine our like terms. 12x squared plus 5x minus 2. Is that what we started with? Look back at number 16. Yes. So it checks.